What's good? What's good, people? I see you, Curly. Thank you for joining. I believe there's somebody else in here. Frequency Fusion, what's good? Thank you for joining as well. Um, yeah. Trying to decide if I should mess with another DAW just to kind of do these samples for the sample flip that we're going to create. So just trying to get some opinions, see if you wanted to see something different, or it looks like Reaper is the choice right now. So I think there's only like two of you guys in here. I want to definitely welcome you guys on here, and hopefully other people will join and see what's going on. So yeah, so I'll give you guys a choice to choose which DAW you think I should use for today's live stream. Do I have Ableton? I do have Ableton. It is one of the ones that are here. I have almost everything except for like Logic. If it's major, I probably have it. I don't have Reason. I don't have like a full Reason. I have like the Reason Lite. I have Cubase, which is also a light version of Cubase, light version or intro version of Live 11. I don't have the new one that came out, which was 12. MPC, I have that. Luna, Bitwig, Traction Waveform, Reaper, FL Studio, all the good stuff. You trying to learn better transitions? Okay. Well, I mean, seeing that nobody else is offering any suggestions, I'm not 100% sure how many people are in here. Let's see. So yeah, I guess we're gonna go with what Curly asked for, seeing that he's in here in the chat. Um, you know, it's kind of interesting how I just put out like a cakewalk video and like not that many people were doesn't seem that interested in what I had to say. So basically it seems like nobody really cares too much about a lot of the things that's going on. So let me pull up Reaper. And what? There's a new version of Reaper out. Who would have guessed it? All right, let me show you guys, I guess, what's going on here. Live. All right. All right. So, this is 17.18 just popped up. So if you don't have this, this is made by Feed the Cat. It's like a updater. So it'll automatically do the download and update Reaper for me. Yeah, you know, people are always busy doing something. So I'm gonna download this. I have no idea what they added in here. There's a looks like a whole lot of stuff. I wonder if anything pertains to me. I don't necessarily care about the lanes. Linux. Jack MIDI port. What is that? All right, meters, MIDI editor. All right, improve drawing responsive to scrub. I don't know what that means. Improve resizing behavior and using project sync. Okay. Improve sync time-based update frequency. I don't even know what that means either. All right. Mouse modifiers, peak effects loudness, Razor edits, Ria scripts. What is this? UI pan volumes. Recording. Loop lane. Huh. Take markers, theme adjusters, approve, update. Okay, for MIDI editor. All right, so I'm gonna download it while I'm on here. I have nothing else to do, I guess. What? Scrub is moving the sliders on the timeline. Okay. Oh, that piano roll. Okay. Man, they are really spitting out these updates. Unlike a lot of other DAWs, Reaper really seems like they're always working on some stuff, which is really dope. Definitely sets them apart from a lot of other DAWs. Very reasonable, affordable, all that good stuff. Let's mess with some Contact 7. I do have Serato. Frank Robertson, what's good, man? Thank you for joining. I'm about to make some samples here. Try to get everything together. And I finally found out how to kind of lock in your contact to this old view, because this view, is so much better to me than that other view that they have. So basically, once you set this up and you go to like your views and in the side pane, then you just set view settings as default, and it'll always pop up like this when you open up contact, which is always dope. All right, I'm gonna mess with this play box and spit out some weird sounds. That's usually what where I kind of like to start. Let's kind of randomize stuff. Let's go minor, and let's do unlock it. Let's go E. Let's randomize this again. That was really weird that it changed speeds like that. Is it because of the velocity? The but then it speeded up there. That's so weird. That's what's up. All right, so yeah, don't know where to go with this. Let's see if we can kind of clean it up a little. I mean, it should be playing the right way all the time, but as you can see, it doesn't. It does what it wants to do. So let's do this. Let's not use that. Let's change it to another sound and see if we can get something else. Let's change this as well. Let's roll some dice. That sound sucks now. All right. I don't really like that sound either. Sounds pretty cool though. Okay. All right, so I guess I should try to clean it up and work that way. Maybe. So maybe it might still work if it's on the bars. All right, I think I like that. So I want to actually turn it into a render. Just because I know it's probably going to start doing weird stuff. And that way I can just kind of have it. And let's remove this. All right, cool. So, let's find another sound. Let's go with let's do a guitar in there. So I'm using this Foundations one. This one is actually free. Definitely check it out if you haven't already. All right. And we are in E minor. Um, Heaviosity. Appreciate it. The Playbox. I got it when they had the sale for Contact. So it was like 100 and something. I think it was like 140. But I got like all the stuff that, like the guitars, the bass, the other sound things that they have in there. So like pretty much Kinetic Treats, Playbox, this Lo-Fi, the Factory, Libraries, Glaze. The foundation stuff came from Heaviosity, so you can download those for free. This breakbeats, the session strings, the guitars, session horns, this Hydra, whatever thing that is, the hybrid keys, analog dreams, this earth thing, soul sessions, like all this other stuff. This is something else, something different. This infinite collection is something different. This metal came with it. This didn't come with it. This is other stuff. These like 4 right here. I don't even know what this is. That's, yeah, free edition. So yeah, that didn't come with it. Modular icons, this cloud supply, melted vibes, stacks. This 25 doesn't come with it either. You had to get the 25 when they had the anniversary. I don't even know if they are even have that option to get it anymore. But yeah, the stacks, this Butch thing, 40s, keys and drums, ignition, like all of this came with it. So I mean, it's worth it if you want a whole lot of sounds, unless you want to go the Altaria way, or you want to actually do Sample Tank. Sample Tank's another one that is really, really slept on. I need to actually start using it a lot more. Just to kind of show people, but there's so many sounds in there, and like I get lost all the time of figuring out what I want to do. So I'll usually just kind of go to Contact because it's a little quicker for me to find stuff that I know I want. Even though you can star stuff inside a Sample Tank, it just takes so long to find the correct sounds all the time. Reek, no, I'm making a sample now. I'm actually making a sample so it'll be inside of the Sampleflip. Free? No, it's not. Well, the foundation stuff is free. There's a couple other things in here that are actually free, but like this play section stuff, this is like hybrid keys, dumbed down, eternal earth, and analog dreams. All this is kind of like the dumbed down version of it, but you get it free if you do like the starter. I don't know if you have the complete start. Anybody watching this, I would highly suggest just to get complete start. It's not going to hurt anything, and you still get to get other things like this foundation in there. You get to get this devastator. This is really, really dope if you do a lot of trailers and stuff like that. They have like a lot of impacts and sound effects, things like that in here, reverses and risers. So like this is really dope if you are doing like that kind of stuff, and it's free. They have a free edition, and it comes with a whole bunch of sounds that you can actually add to your arsenal. I think this Rickenbacker bass came with it. The Gentleman, which I don't even use. But yeah, it comes with a lot of stuff. I mean, they just had a sale. If I would, highly suggest to jump on. They always doing sales for contact stuff, so I would definitely jump on it. And the Playbox just came with it. I was really excited when they first brought it out. I think it was like $100, and I was like, I'm not finna buy that. And then they came out with the whole package, and it was like $100 or $150. So I was like, yeah, I'll just get it, and I'll get what I wanted as well. So it worked out for me. And what's cool about this foundation, you can kind of add like different textures and stuff to it. See, like it adds that little extra flair on there. Super fire. Do you find issues with native instrument stuff? Stuff in what? What is that? G.N.L? What is that? Am I just not able to see it? Am I just that blind? Yeah. G.R.N.L. Oh, general. Gotcha. I'm sorry. Trying to tell y'all, man, I be doing stuff. Y'all just don't understand. I be losing it, man. The only issue I've actually started to come across inside of Reaper with native instruments is what is it called? Complete control. Like if you pull up the regular complete control, just because they added that stupid MK3 stuff in there, like it'll crash Reaper. I have no idea why, but you have to like open it as something different. So if I go and I'll try to open it. So I have mine set to, so here's my complete control, right? If I right click on it, it'll give me an option to open it a different way. So where is it at? You go to this run as, this right here, this run as. Usually it's on automatic to default. But for some reason, if you're like going through there and changing things, it'll crash Reaper. And I'm not sure why, and they don't know why either. So their workaround was to actually open it as a dedicated process. So basically it's not running inside of Reaper, it's kind of running alongside of it so it doesn't crash that way. But when you do this, it kind of opens it up a little different from the way I like to have it done. So I don't really use it too much. But after I've done this, it hasn't crashed since. So I guess that fix does work for it, but that's pretty much like the only kind of issues I've had with native instruments inside of Reaper. Other than that, it's been pretty solid. Yeah, and talking about contact, I just realized like I haven't really done a contact video on this channel yet. So I guess you guys can look forward to that one. I haven't actually done one, so I need to do one. I'm not sure what that is. Uelin? What is that? Man, you throwing some stuff at me, man. I don't know what's. I'm not hip to the lingo. Is that how you youngsters say it? I'm not hip to the lingo, man. All right, I'm gonna use glaze. This is another really cool play series kind of thing. I think the play series kind of shines with these like two different sections that you can kind of change out. But I'm gonna go to like this riffs and run section. So this is what makes it really cool because you can kind of find some really cool like riffs and that they added in here. Let's see. See what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. That's dope. Yeah, I would say just get contact complete start is the way to go. Just so you can get familiar with it and you get to kind of see all the stuff that's in there. They have some really good sounds just off the the starter pack. You don't have to really get the other stuff if you don't want to. Okay. Yes, complete control is free. It comes with complete start. And you get the contact player. So you can kind of use this same exact stuff in there. But the complete complete control sampler is free. But like I said, just make sure if you're gonna get it, just make sure you do that change in there just because it'll crash Reaper and you'll be like, why is it crashing? And that would be the reason it's crashing. So definitely just watch out for that. All right. What the hell? Really? Why is this one breaking up so much? That might be cool. Why did it not record? Of course. Of course. Of course. Hmm. Mm. All right. Um, all right. Let's do one more and change these two. So I'll give you all guys a chance to kind of mess with this and the vocals here, and then all of it together at the end. All right. So hopefully you guys can work with that one. We shall see. Save that one and let's do one more for the road. Um, what do I want to use? Let's see. So go sample tank or sampletron. Let's mess with the sampletron for a minute. All right. Where are we going? Straight to ripcord. See if we can find something a little better. Ooh. Ooh. Tape is harsh. All right, so I like the ripcord. I just probably need to use another instrument just so I don't lose everything. Let's mess with this guitar. And if you haven't already, I have done a video on this vinyl guitar. Really good stuff. So I'm just going to drag this down to this one so it'll give me the same ripcord, right? And let's delete this one. So that's pretty cool. Let's see how it sounds with a strum. Ooh. Huh. All right, I think you're gonna try that. See how that goes. Let's get a tempo. All right, about 94. So I'm pretty sure this is only gonna be 4-bar loop. All right, let's do that. I probably should have switched it. So let's try that one. Of course. Why? Why? All right, let's try it. I'm thinking if I want to keep it off key like it is. I have like this OCD thing, man, going on. It has to be on the right key. If I move just this one, what is it gonna do? Yeah, I figured. All right, cool. So let's fix stuff. Sorry, you guys gotta be around for all the tedious stuff, man. It's all good though. You all get to learn. This way it's kind of on beat. Very tedious. Things I do for you guys, man, I tell you. All right. See, now it doesn't even sound right anymore. Let's go back. Fix everything. All right. It's like it's off, but it still sounds on. I don't know how to explain it. What I probably should have done is done the single line. Let's do that. So what is it? All right. Let's get it right. All right, there we go. And then I can just quantize these and I won't have to worry about it being only thing about this, I want to make sure that I got a really good sounding guitar. So All right. So yes, ripcord creates chords by pressing one key. Yes. Caesar, what's good, man? Glad you stopped by. Appreciate it, man. Yeah. Yeah, ripcord, that's why I use it. This helps me out tremendously. So these are just the one keys that I'm pressing, but probably gonna be using something else. Let's try some Analog Lab. I haven't actually been inside Analog Lab in a long time, so hopefully you can find something in there that'll work. And what just happened? Do I even have this? Yeah. I have a ripcord video. Basically, you can just add ripcord as a VST. Make sure it's the first one on there. If you want it to play out like how I have it, where it's just one note. If you want the chords to actually show, you want to put it inside of your input effects. And inside here, it'll actually, when you play the chords, it'll actually show you all the chords that are being played. So I have a video showing you how to do that. So definitely look that up if you want to kind of look a little bit more into ripcord. That's kind of a really interesting sound. Let's see if I raise it up. Interesting. think I'm going to do a bass. I'll let you guys do a bass. Oh, okay. Let's do this. Let me undo that. I know what I want. Pastor Hank, what's good, man? So let's run with that. Well, I guess I should give you one more. Why not? All right. Let's let it build up, basically. All right. So that should be it for the samples that we have. Let me name this one, or save it, as they would say. '94, and I think this one was a D minor. All right. All right, so here was the first one. All right, that's going to be the first one, and this one is the second one. So, and I believe this one was actually in E. All right. One of the things I really like about Reaper is the option to do rendering. I can just kind of render both of them out. Let me know if you guys have like any questions inside the chat, man. Yeah. Questions are welcome. I've been really debating if I'm going to be trying some different DAWs on this channel. I just actually downloaded Traction Waveform 13 yesterday. I was going to use it today, but then I decided to give you guys a chance to decide which DAW I was going to make the stuff in. And Curly was probably the only one who answered, so we winded up in Reaper. So there's that. Let's see, 24. All right. And I can just always add this to render queue. Go to my other track. Set this one up. And add it to render queue. An FX chain preset or button. Okay. Let me render these out. Actually, I mean, this is like the best part of waking up. It's folders in your cup, right? So I can always go back to like the render queue and render them at any time. So let's see. So let's say we have an instrument. Are you saying that you want it to be just for effects, or you want it to be for like instruments and effects? And so like if I wanted to have like the, say the ripcord on here, right? So as you see, I went down here to the effects to add the ripcord. So now the ripcord is going to play exactly what it has. So as you can see, I have a lot of different different things in here. So let me turn this down a little bit. Right, so let's try a different one. See, like them neo soul ones be doing too much. I have a couple of those in there. Let's do this. Simple, right? So, of course, if you wanted to save it, you can always, right click on it and save track as a track template. So that way it'll actually save all the stuff on here. So if I wanted to save it, right here, it says include track items in the template and include the envelope in the template. So if you did make, say, let's say you made a loop, right? It would take all of this. So whatever you actually have inside here, it would actually save it once you do that. For effects, it's pretty much kind of the same. So if you wanted to add an effect. Let's say you wanted, so you know you always want to use your delay, right? So you have a delay in there. So you have a delay, and let's say you add a let's say you do a halftime, right? So now you have all of these things on there. So you have your delay, you have your Keyzone Classic, which is the instrument, and if you wanted to save it, you can save as effects chain. Just go to effects up here, save as effects chain, and pretty much that's it. They make it really, really easy. And you can even save it as a default. So anytime you pull up a track, it'll have the same stuff in here. So I have mine set up to, like, if I add another track, right, it's a regular instrument track, my re-EQ shows up on there. So no matter what, if I make a regular track in here, it'll always be this re-EQ, right? So I did it by going to effects here and then going to, where's it at? Yeah, save chain as default for a new track. So any new track that I make, it'll add the re-EQ to it. So that's kind of how it works. They made it really easy to kind of set those up. So if you do need to do it, it's not hard to do. You want a button for your for a button, you would have to go through all this like action stuff and show action list, and then you gotta make a custom action. So you would do, let's say, you would have to make like a custom action out of it. So once you click on whatever you're gonna click on, you have to go to, what is it, new action, right? And once you hit on new action, you have a new custom action. So what this will allow you to do is to add whatever you want to as a custom action, and then you can even make it as a button or a tool in your toolbar. So that is kind of how you do it. That's the easiest explanation I can think of to come up with it. Some of them take a lot of work to put together, but you can make a real long string of custom actions. So like this one here is insert a new item. So I have that set up on here. So if I click on this, it'll automatically insert a MIDI item because I like it as an easy setup. I also have it to, if I double click in this area, it'll make one as well. So you can set that up inside of the MIDI, what is it? MIDI mouse modifiers, I think it is. It should be mouse modifiers. So if you go to your mouse modifiers, wherever it is inside here. And what I didn't know down here is an option you can do to search for stuff. And it'll kind of search through stuff, which is pretty cool. You can kind of figure out what you want to go to. And that is not where I want to go though. Where is my mouse modifiers? So many things you can do in here is ridiculous. I always lose where things are. And what's crazy is that you'll like skip over it and not even know. Envelopes, mouse. See, I skipped over, didn't know. Is this the right one? Nope, mouse modifiers, the one underneath it. There you go. So you go to your mouse modifiers, and this is, you can modify a whole bunch of different things. As you can see, there's a list of things you can change in here for tracks and track rules and media items, MIDI editor. So like all of these are like different mouse modifiers you can actually do. Now, if I can remember where I did it, it would be great. I want to say it's this item, and then it's like a double click. Yeah. So my default action for media item and I double click is going to bring up the MIDI editor, or this thing here, MIDI item. What about MIDI? Say I want a note every 4 notes. A note every 4 notes. So like if you're in MIDI, you want a note. Let's take off this. All right, so you want every 4 notes, or like every 4 bars kind of thing. So like this is like, I guess I guess this is 4 notes. So you're trying to say every 4 notes you want to do what? Record the action you want? Every 1/4 note. Okay. So if you want this to be every 1/4 note, so like say you wanted a note to be every 1/4 note. All right. So usually you can use the grid to kind of do it. And you go to 1/4 notes. So now every note is going to be that 1/4 note. And if let's say I wanted to go across, right? So if I wanted to do like a hi-hat kind of roll or place hi-hats, you can hold down, I want to say it's Control and Shift, and it'll let you kind of put them, draw them in kind of easy. And I believe it's Control and Alt is the one I usually use. Let me just double check. So yeah. All right. So Control and Alt will allow you to do like this. Right. So it'll be every 4th notes, and you can kind of make them kind of however you want. So, but if you do the Control and Shift, right? And I do that same thing. See, it's not gonna go conform back. This is gonna kind of do wherever you place it. So Control Shift does wherever you place it. Control and Alt allows you to kind of make your own decision of where you want it to go. Right? Hope that one helps. Add MIDI default section. What? Add a MIDI default section of MIDI. I'm not sure what that means. Low cuts in the building. What's good, man? Yeah, you can change the notes. Does it always have to place every note? Say you only want 1/8 notes. You could do 1/8. Like is right down here. Whatever your grid is set to is what it'll actually do it. So if my grid is set to 1/8, right? Um, and I try to do that. Let's do the Control Alt. See what I'm saying? It'll have it on there. So it'll do it to whatever the grid is set to. So if the grid is set smaller, it'll make it smaller. If the grid is set big, it'll make it bigger. What's kind of cool is like some people have made some scripts that are really, really cool. So let's say I have this note right here, right? So someone made a script where you can kind of slice the notes evenly and then kind of offset them if you want to. See if I remember. I believe I have mine set to Control and Shift. Is that it? All right. So if I hold Control and Shift and I use my mouse wheel and scroll up, as you see, it'll make a slice in the middle. I can make 3 slices. I can make 4, 5, 6, 7. So like it's kind of like an infinite slicing. If you want to do that, I'm holding out Control and Shift because that's the shortcut that I created for it, right? So it makes it easier for me to kind of do what I want to do slice wise. So if I wanted to make like a hi-hat roll out of a section, I can just kind of do that. So if I just wanted to click on this one, and let's say I wanted to make these into hi-hat rolls, so I can kind of just do however I want, like it just, so it just makes it a lot easier to chop. I actually have a video showing you how to do this as well. um, uh, the script is made by M. Martinez, I think it is. I think it's Martinez. What is it called? Yeah, it's by Martinez. So he has these scripts for like he has one for arpeggiator, he has one for volume or velocity. So all of those come with his scripts. Really, really dope. You thought I'd be all over the grand champion once again. Yeah, I just updated to today. Actually, on this live, I updated Reaper. So I didn't really see anything that benefits me the way I actually create. So yeah, it's pretty dope, man. And like, and so let's say, all right, so let's say make it bigger. Let's make this bigger so you can kind of see what's going on. All right, so I'm gonna split this one, right? So I'm gonna do my Control and Shift. I'm gonna split it, right? So I have 4 splits in here. So if I wanted to like kind of offset these, I believe it is Control Alt. Is it that what I have? No. I have mine set to Control Shift and Alt. And if I use my mouse wheel, right, it'll offset it as you can see, like in different areas. So I don't have to have it on grid at all. So this is an option to offset whatever you're doing. I'm just using my mouse wheel and Control, Shift, and Alt. So super, super dope. Like, so he made a really, really dope script. And this give you like a real nice feel if you're doing like, if you want like different drums or like percussions. So it'll be off key and kind of on at the same time. Really, really dope. Um, right? Yeah, you should have the script. It's the Martinez script. So he has them in there. You just gotta, yeah. Like I made these inside of the piano one. So I just made these to do the shortcut for the arpeggiator, and this one is for the velocity. So um yeah, you just gotta set up the shortcuts and you should be good to go, man. You could even make it into, a shortcut up here if you wanted to. Um I think it's just easier for me to kind of have it in for the mouse wheel to scroll and do that. Yeah, I agree. Low cuts. Like I was gonna do FL Studio today, just to kind of test it out because I still haven't really tested any of that stuff out. But Curly said he wanted Reaper, so here we are in Reaper. If y'all guys were here earlier, you'd have had a chance to decide which DAW I was gonna use today. So seeing that Curly was here, he decided Reaper, and here we are in Reaper. I'm just really frustrated with Cakewalk right now. I did a video the other day, and then I kind of posted it on the forum and on what is that, Facebook, and people were telling me that the Cakewalk sonar is officially released on the what is that, the BandLab thing, and I'm like, why would they do that? But it is what it is. I didn't understand that I didn't know that they actually officially released it on the BandLab. So you can do subscription for it, but there's still no pricing for Cakewalk. So all those Cakewalk people out there waiting for Cakewalk, seems like you're gonna keep waiting. They're doing their own thing. They're doing whatever they want to do right now. But yeah. So I guess while we're just waiting, I'll just render out those tracks. And this is like one of the reasons I really like Reaper. Like I just have this sitting in the background. Um and I usually make it do a double take so that there's no like clicks or pops when it's actually rendering. So I'm just gonna render all of them. Just gonna open it back up and render exactly what it needs to render. Hopefully it doesn't crash because sometimes weird things happen. uh, VSTs are something else, man. See, like kind of froze there for a second. So that's the first pass. It's gonna just kind of go through and make sure everything's running, and then it should do the final pass. And this is kind of what I do when I'm doing like my TV film stuff. I'll do like all the edits that I need, where the drums, the lead, the no drums, drum and bass, um, whatever the library requires. I'll just do that, do all of them, put them in the render queue, and then let it go. Then I'll go and get something to eat or watch a YouTube video, something like that. Been wanting to record. You want to record you mixing to give feedback on what you could do different. Hey man, I mean, like mixing is very subjective. Some people will tell you there's a right and wrong way to kind of do stuff. I mean, it's a sound, you know, you want to get a certain sound. Um, Most of the time I just kind of go by feeling. I don't necessarily go by what other people do. I'm just kind of weird like that, but um, you have to find your niche, I guess they can say. Um, my thing when I really wanted to get good at doing mixing and things like that, I would listen to um, whatever song I felt was really mixed well. For a long time, I used to listen to like music, Soul Child. I used to think his mixes were really, really good. So I would get him and use him as a reference and then have my mix compared to that reference and see what's actually missing. How is the, you know, the bass hitting compared to my bass? How is the kick hitting compared to his kick? How is the snare snapping compared to what I'm doing? Um, and that really helped out a lot. So if you haven't already, or if you've never heard of it, uh, use reference tracks. It helps out tremendously on your mixes. There's a lot of people that are in the Discord that will tell you and let you know I have preached that for almost as long as I've been doing the reviews. So it's something that definitely helps. So if you haven't done that already, I would definitely suggest to do that. Get some reference tracks that you really, really like and compare them to your mixes. That way it'll help you out. And low cuts, I agree. Everyone is, yo, man, everybody has had updates. And it's like so annoying. And I even put in the video, the last video I did, that it's been over a year that a video that I put up asking about what is Sonar and Next. It's been a year since they said they're gonna be putting these products out, and we have not seen it yet. So, I mean, I don't know what they're doing. I think it would at least be fair if you're not gonna release it. At least let people know how much you are gonna price it for. So that way, if they want to wait for your product, they can wait for it. Otherwise, you're wasting people's time, yo. That's just my personal opinion. Y'all could think, you know, however you want to about it. There's a lot of people who are against me saying that kind of thing, especially on the Facebook groups, but it is what it is. I just feel like it should be one of those things where you guys have your product, you know, you have all these people waiting for your product. If you're not gonna do the perpetual license, then say that. It's like, hey man, we decided against doing the license where you guys can get it. You have to do it through BandLab, and that's it. Say that. That's fine. At least we know where we stand, you know? Um, if you're gonna make the DAW like $500, I'm pretty sure you're gonna lose a lot of fan base, a lot of customers. I don't see people paying $500 for Sonar. It just, to me personally, it doesn't make logical sense when there's so many other DAWs out there, yo. There's so many other, and they have so much more features right now. I think the Sonar finally has come up with a sampler after what? It's almost been 3 years I've been doing this, I think. And I've been asking for almost 3 years for a sampler inside of Cakewalk. And I don't know what it looks like or how it works or why it functions because I haven't downloaded Sonar. Like I just don't see the whole gist of it. So been yeah, it's been kind of weird, yo. Just to say the least, it's been kind of weird. But I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do. Hopefully they get it together to where people will still be interested in actually purchasing the product, and hopefully it's amazing, you know. But you know, if you're just gonna do some graphic updates and give like one or two plugins kind of thing, that's not gonna cut it. That is not gonna cut it, man. You know, Studio One has been taking like leaps and bounds. Reaper is always updating. I think like every other week there's a new update. I think they just came out with the what, the 717, and now we're up to 718 already as of today. And that wasn't even that long ago. That was just a couple of days ago. And I think Reaper blog, he was saying I'm gonna try to get this out before 18 comes out. And he barely squeaked it in before 18 came out. That's crazy, man. You said you'd rather buy a knockout too. Man, I'd buy an MPC. I'm not buying no knockout. I would not buy. No, I'd buy an MPC, a used one, or get like I'd probably get almost anything else I can get. I can get Ableton. I can get FL Studio. I can get Bitwig. Definitely can get Reaper. That's not even, you know. You can get Traction Waveform, which is really a really good DAW. I just need to kind of get into it. I just downloaded Traction Waveform 13, and I did the update to do like the clip launchers and stuff like that. Man, there's so many DAWs out there, man. There's way too many DAWs for them to be slacking the way they are, y'all. And then, you know, there's always Cubase. Cubase, you can get that for less than that 500. But I mean, it just kind of matters where they're gonna go. If they price it to where it's like $200, I could see people still staying with Cakewalk and like, all right, I can pay the $200. And they'll have probably like a plan for like if you have Cakewalk, or sorry, I say Sonar and Next, it's like $300 to have both of them as a bundle kind of thing, and whatever other plugins and things they come with. I could see people going for that as well. But as soon as you get over that 300, it's like I don't see too many people going for that. It's just my opinion. It is what it is. SP404 MK2. Yeah, I just don't. I can't see myself buying a knockout though. Like I said, I saw a lot of people complaining about like the buttons on there and things was falling apart and faders and all that stuff. I'm like, I don't have the time or the patience. It just doesn't seem powerful enough for me, for what I do specifically. So it will just be like a toy, and I don't need any more toys. I have way too many toys as it is. All right, I guess there's not much questions. Been on here for about 2 hours and almost a half. So I guess we're gonna call it a day, ladies and gents. Um, so Thursday I will be doing the beat reviews. So if you do have like any songs or beats that you want to be reviewed, I go live on this channel on Thursday nights, and we can go over and see what you guys have done for the week. So for the sample flip, usually I do them on Mondays. So it would be next Monday is usually when I would do it, but I'm going to push it back to Thursday. So that gives you a little bit more time to complete the sample flip. So not this Thursday, but the next Thursday will be the sample flip, and it'll also be the beat review. So if you have other beats and stuff that you've done, put those in the beat review and we'll go over those as well. But I guess that should be it. So just look inside the Discord. I should have those samples in there pretty soon and have everything set up. So until the next time, ladies and gents, peace.